Hi guys, good morning. I hope you all are doing great. And this is going to be a reading vlog video, and it's a Sunday when I'm recording it. And I just felt like I should make a reading vlog. I guess only made one or two vlogs earlier, and I really enjoyed making them. So this is really going to be a very short video. I hope so. In order to keep myself motivated as well as to create content for you guys, since I have heard people saying that they like watching reading vlogs, I am making a reading vlog, and currently I am reading this book, The Time Traveler's Wife, which is a very popular book, I know. And I had this book on my TBR for so long, like I don't even remember for how long I've had this book on my TBR, and I'm currently reading it. So far I have read 150 pages, and I'm actually reading it at a very slow pace, honestly, because I was not being much dedicated to this book, even though the book is really good, really interesting, very engaging. But today I've decided that I'll make a vlog and I'll try to read as much as possible. So I really do not have a set target like I'll read these many pages. I just want to read as much as possible. And I'll also share a little about the story here and there, but first, let's get started. Hi, so I'm back after reading some pages from the book, and I have read around 45 to 50 pages in this duration so far, and it's already afternoon, and I do not plan to actually finish it by today because it's actually a very thick book, and I'm only done with 200 pages so far in this book, and the book is 500 plus pages. And I'm just thinking about making a vlog for the day, so I'm not planning to finish this today, but whatever I finish, I am going to share about it in this video. So to tell you like just the basic story about this is about a couple, Henry and Claire, and it's a book that mostly revolves around time traveling. And so this is not a science fiction, and it's not difficult like I thought before. It's a very simple story yet complicated, where this Henry is someone who time travels. Sometimes he's in 91, sometimes he's in 95, 96 or 2000. So he keeps moving back and forth to different years, and he does not really have a control over his time traveling shift. So like you can guess, Claire is someone who does not time travel, and she's like a normal human being, and she loves Henry so much. They both love each other so much, and the whole struggle is being in the moment together, because Henry is like constantly time traveling, and they do not have a control over this. So it's really a struggle to be in the moment, to be here and now with each other. And when Henry time travels, when he goes to the past, he definitely meets the younger version of Claire, and he already knows a lot of stuff. He knows about the future that he has already lived, and so these kind of things happen, and there are definitely a lot more things, but I'm just telling you the basic stuff. So there's one scene that I would really like to talk about, where Henry actually goes to Claire's family to spend Christmas with them, and he is like really thinking, and he's like really struggling not to time travel. And both Claire and Henry are just hoping that he does not suddenly time travel, because then she would not be able to explain this to her family. Claire is already aware about this thing about Henry, and she knows that whatever happens with Henry, but her family does not know, and so she's like really hoping that he does not randomly time travel, because then he'll be gone, he'll disappear, and she will not know what to tell her family. So that is the scene, and there are 3 to 4 lines that I would really like to read from this. From this scene only, I have highlighted a few lines, and they are: it seems like such a small thing to us. Continuity. Surely, if there's a God, He wants us to be good. And it would be unreasonable to expect anyone to be good without incentives. And Claire is very, very good. And she even believes in God. And why would He decide to embarrass her? in front of all those people. So, these lines actually depict how they are really struggling to hide this truth about Henry, how they do not want to embarrass Claire's family. So, overall, I feel it's going to be a struggle for both of them to be just in the moment, and this whole novel is going to revolve around that. So far, I have not felt that emotional. The book is really good, it's emotional at certain points, but I have not really cried or felt very very emotional, and I don't know what's going to happen next in this book, but let's see. So I just finished part 1 of this book, and now I'll be reading part 2. And first of all, I did not know that this book was divided into parts. I mean, I did not observe this, so I was quite shocked, and now I'm very curious because as the part 1 ends, they are married, and it's not a spoiler because this is already written on the blurb, so this is not a spoiler. And they are married, and the way they get married, I mean, there is so much of chaos, there is so much of rush, and a lot of embarrassment that could be there. And there's this struggle of being in the present from Henry's side. Like, he really wants to be in the moment, in the present with Claire when they both are getting married, and oh my god, the struggle was for real because he just does not want to disappear from into past or into the future. He does not want to disappear, and the thing is that this disappearance thing is not in his control, so that makes it even more difficult, I would say. And so now that I did not know that it's divided into parts, I am now curious like what's going to happen now. Because before they get married, we get to know everything related to their dating phase and what all things they do, and everything related to Claire and Henry. And it was honestly great to know. Interesting to read about Claire's family when Henry visits her family, and also about Henry's family when Claire visits his family. So before they get married, they're also visiting each other's families and getting to know each other, and all that stuff is there. So that was quite interesting as well as engaging, and I like how this book is technically so advanced. I mean, there were a few things that I was definitely not expecting from a book that was written in 2003 or 4. So that was very new for me, and now I just cannot wait to read part 2 and see what's there. So let's do it.